Zidane Danny, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. With My Hero Academia Season 4 coming to a close, that also means that Season 5 is right around the corner. With obviously a little bit of time remaining because of the fact that I, for one, would prefer to wait at least until the Volume 26 releases out here in America before they actually start up the actual season, but that's just me. And that would mean that we would be waiting until January next year. But why exactly am I in this boat? Well, quite simply, it's because of the fact of what this season is going to be about. The fact of the matter is that we now have good information on most likely what the opening is going to be for My Hero Academia Season 5. At least the first one. And that is actually an interesting fact. While we all know that most likely it will be just some song taken from from some Japanese band to basically be something about how all of the what's going on in the story, like it usually is, I'm actually willing to take a chance and say that the most likely song that they will be using is either the song itself or the Japanese rendition of Hero 2 from, as of right now, the latest episode of My Hero Academia. The song is rather impactful, and in our current society, it would be extremely helpful to people who are just watching the show. And our current world is in a lot of damage right now. And Hero 2 has actually probably helped a lot of people. I know for one, it's helped me since its release. So, why exactly am I bringing this up? Well, the fact of the matter is that this next season is not actually about Deku as much as you would think, considering how much I've actually been talking about how Deku is going to start using his other quirks this next season, specifically Black Whip. There is a lot to unpack here. Deku isn't as much of the main focus this first half as we would believe. The whole first arc isn't even about him primarily. It's about all of the classmates basically doing battle against each other to basically show that they can do great things. And on top of that, Shinso is going to be the main focus here because this arc is honestly his arc. The arc where he gets to finally become a hero too, which is the main reason why I believe that Hero 2 honestly could be the best song that they could choose for this. Obviously, I would go for a male version of it with some changes. Maybe not necessarily the whole music position that goes on in Hero 2 in the normal version, but the same basic concept would be a huge help for this arc. Most likely, the OP will be featuring Shinso as the main character that we see this part. Obviously, there's going to be some of Deku and some of the stuff with the other users of All for One, One for All, but the simple fact of the matter is that this is Shinso's arc, and the chance to meet the rest of Class 1B. or as I guess they will become to be. Oh, that's way worse. Forget I said that. But the point is that there's a lot that's going on. So, yeah, I would honestly like to see them wait until that at least happens. Of course, obviously, we don't currently know when Volume 26 will be releasing. But like I said, that is probably a good point to start up the anime again. Have the next few chapters or the next season focus on volumes 21 through 25. Yes, it's a shorter season, but considering how much is going to be happening this season, I think it's fine. There are already 2 arcs within these mangas. The arc of the battle and then the villain arc. And cramming in a 3rd arc honestly would just be overloading things. I mean, obviously 25 is going to start up the next arc, or it's going to be 26, but either way, I would suggest waiting at least until 26, because then we can actually get some good information. Now, as for Volume 27, which isn't even out in Japan yet, in fact, it hasn't even been announced yet, as far as I'm aware, due to the fact that 26 literally came out this month, Volume 27 is most likely going to be featuring the fact that Hero 2 was shown. Because let's be honest, Kohi loves this stuff. He loves seeing this information. He may not talk about like, oh, the anime is doing so well in every single one of his volumes, but when something big comes around, such as the movies, and how the second movie is most likely going to be talked about in volume 24, or I believe it's actually been talked about in volume 23 even. He talks about the movies. He talks about the side series, specifically Vigilantes. But he talks about those series in his actual books. And honestly, I feel like he will love Hero 2. While we can't actually see what exactly happened, honestly, I would not be surprised if Hero 2 is the push that he needs to actually be able to make tons and tons of volumes this year. Or, yeah, it would be this year most likely. I would not be surprised if by the end of this year, he gets to maybe 40, volume 40 of this manga. Because, honestly, if that song is enough of a push for me to actually want to make more videos and keep writing as much as possible, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it's the push he needs. It may be specifically about music for the actual song, but it may inspire him as much. Just a thought to think about. But anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you think that you know that it's not going to be it's not going to be Hero 2 as the opening, then let me know. And, of course, leave your comments and theories down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and ring that notification bell. But anyways, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. I have been Electro Ninja, and I will see you guys next time. But on!